This is a demonstration of the installation of our rear shock mounts, the Rogue Engineering rear shock mounts, on a stock BMW shock. First thing I'm going to do is actually remove the stock rear shock mount. It actually takes a 16mm nut, which I've already have on my gun. That comes off. As you see, the whole rear shock mount, it comes off with this washer. This is a 10mm shaft, which is very important because our rear shock mounts also are designed for a 10mm shaft, so no modifications are required. This is how it comes packaged from us. First thing we're going to do is, of course, cut the zip tie off. With the shocks out of the car, you're going to install the plates into the inside of the trunk with the gasket. But I'm really more interested in showing the installation of this. As you can see, there's a washer on the bottom and the top of the rear shock mount. There's a steel sleeve inside the bushings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put that washer on the bottom. I'm going to leave this one with the bump stop because it does hold the bump stop down. And I'm just going to load everything on just like that. With that, I can then put the lock nut back on. And a lot of people ask us how much torque, how tight should they be? Well, yes, there is too much. Yes, there is not enough. If you notice, Dave, why don't you come zoom in a little bit? If you notice, the bushing is starting to become a little bit bulged over the top of the flange here. That's what I'm looking for. There is too much compression, but that's exactly what I'm looking for, just about that much, so that this doesn't necessarily turn too freely. As you can see, it's still on the shaft, it's turning the shaft at the same time. That's very simply how it goes on. Now, if you don't have a nylon lock nut to replace this with, Loctite 262 is also a good substitute just to put on the threads. I didn't do that just for this demonstration, but I just wanted you to point that out. Of course, this goes into the car, gasket into the wheel well, and then of course this will go up into the wheel well, and then you can put the nuts on it. It does become a little bit tight because of this particular washer that's holding down the bump stop, but in a nutshell, that's it. The bushings are available in a harder durometer if you are going to a lot more track events, but the street ones seem to do fine for most everybody else. Thanks for watching.